Hi, I'm Dr. Megan Von Holtz, and we are here today trying to fit pillows for you individually with things you already have around the house, because who wants to go and buy a pillow and bring it home and find out it's the wrong size? This way we'll get an idea what it looks like, what it feels like, and if that works for you or not. And Tracy has agreed to be my model today. She just got up, can't you tell? So I'm going to have you lay on your back, Tracy. So we talked last time, go ahead and lay straight back. Now, it's hard to see with this beautiful bathrobe, but she has this little curve in her neck here. So just like if I showed you Gertrude, if she's flat and the goal is to keep the spine level, there's a little curve here, so the pillow needs to come like up and then down. So right now, we're not using pillows, we're going to use towels. And what we're trying to do is get her, you're fine just to lay like that, her ear to stay in line with her shoulder. Now, honest, Tracy is so small, she's already ear in line with her shoulder right here, but I'll just show you. Go ahead and lift her head a little. So here's a bath towel. If you look at that, this is definitely too big for her because you can see how her ear is now higher than her shoulder. If I go to like a hand towel size, that actually looks pretty good because there's no air or space in there and it feels like it's kind of holding her. Lift your head up a little bit. I'll slide a washcloth in and relax back. Now that doesn't look terrible, but if I feel through here, there's actually a lot of space that isn't being supported. So for Tracy, the best size is actually going to be a hand towel size. Now, to be honest, if you're really going to try sleeping on this, you'd probably want to put down a regular towel, a thin one, and then this on top so you would get some cushion on the back of your head. I'll give you a little cushion here. So the neat thing about trying at home with towels is you get the size, but there's nothing that says you can't use other materials because some people really don't like a soft towel. Some people really prefer something firm like foam. So this would be the shape of that, where you've got the foam cut out where her neck is and then her head would go in that hole. And it's neat to play around with these materials at home because, honest, I paid $100 for this fancy pillow and I can't wear it because the foam hurts my head. It's too hard. But if I'd played around with that at home, I would have realized that before I spent $100 on this pillow. You can even play around with, say, your airline pillow. So this one, actually, Tracy, go ahead and lift your head. If I put this here and lay back, that's like the perfect shape. But if you look at it, her head is actually backwards. It's actually too big for her. So if she lifts up, that's why on the back of these, most of them, if you look, they actually have a zipper where you can pull out some of the stuffing to make it the right size for you. So all my people who have terrible back pain and are sleeping in recliners, this is actually not a bad kind of pillow for you to try to use. And I had these out too, even bubble wrap and peanuts would work. All right, let's try on your side. So the idea of sleeping on your side is, again, we want to keep the spine level. So we want her, kind of her nose to come straight through midline. And honestly, this pillow is a pretty good size for her because if you look from the front, it looks like she does keep her nose kind of in line with the center. One of the best things when you're playing with this is try to work with a friend, a spouse, a child, so they can actually stand and look and tell you if your head is too high or too low. Now granted, Tracy's really tiny. You know, some of you out there are probably 6'2", 350, and this towel or this pillow will be too little. But there's nothing that says that you can't stuff, you know, your favorite sweatshirt inside that pillowcase. Go ahead and lift your head up. So that's obviously too high for her because you see it creates that curve in the neck. But for someone else, that might be the perfect size. Go ahead and sit up for me. So really, what I'm doing here, there's nothing ingenious about it. I found all this stuff in my house. The big idea is just to get a sense of, for you, the sizes that you'll need to use and the textures that you like. I mean, I'm sure you've heard of people who went and bought a firm mattress and the wife gets a headache from it and it makes the husband's back feel great. But it's good to know those things before you actually spend the money. Thanks for joining. This is Dr. Megan Von Holtz. Have a great day.